I just got interrupted because somebody was texting me and calling me, and it's reminding me of a perfect issue that I'm dealing with in the moment. You cannot help everybody. A lot of us try. A lot of us are always extending ourselves and trying to do way too much. And we feel guilty when we have to say no. A lot of us give so much, and we don't realize how much it actually drains us. A lot of people around us, they suck you dry. They may not do it intentionally, they may not mean to do it, but they do it because you just may be such a giving person. It's in your natural way of doing things. It's your natural being to help, to always help people. But then oftentimes you realize you're not getting that same energy in return. And you may say to yourself, well, I'm the type of person, I don't need it. And you may feel like you're the type of person, you're strong enough to handle it. And that's why you do it. That's why people come to you and you take pride in that. But most of the time, you don't realize how much that does weigh on you. And at times, you may even realize it does weigh on you. It's stressing you out. You're tired of hearing people's problems. You can't deal with it. And these people are not listening anyway. They're not listening. And they just keep coming back with the same problem over and over and over. And it's, But even when you're not at that point, you don't realize how these things weigh on you mentally and physically, and it stresses you, it drains you, you get tense, you might start avoiding people. It affects you and affects your mind. When your mind is affected, your body is affected. You start getting illness, you start getting colds, you start getting sick, all these things. And it's coming from a good place because you're actually helping people. And you can't say no because these people need your help and you feel responsible. But what are you gonna do when you crumble, when you fall apart? Those same people, more than likely, they're not gonna be there to pick you up. And it just is what it is. So you have to be conscious of not trying to do too much, not trying to overextend yourself all the time. You can't overly consume yourself with everybody. You have to be able to find that balance. You have to be able to learn how to say no and not feel guilty about it. And a big thing a lot of people do, especially a lot of parents, you give so much, whether it's to your kids, it may be to your spouse in a relationship. You give so much that you lose yourself. You forget who you are because your time and your life is consumed with taking care of other people first. And although that's a noble thing, it's great, but a lot of times we lose ourselves in this process. We start, it becomes too much. And then once you're in it, you don't know how to get out of it. So sometimes you have to be selfish and just take care of yourself. You got to say no. You got to step back. You got to just do you. I went through that at one point, so I definitely know that personally. There was a point where I was doing too much. I was trying to help too many people. I was trying to be Superman, and it got overbearing. It got overwhelming. I had to literally be selfish. I had to tell everybody no. I had to step back from everybody. I had to just work on me. I had to do me. And other people's problems, I had to say, look, sorry, but I don't care right now. It's just what it is. I can't help you if I can't help myself. If I'm not right, I can't help you. And if in the long term, if I fall apart and I crumble, then I definitely won't be able to help you. I'm no good to you if I'm no good to myself. You see what I'm saying? Think about that. Learn to slow down, take time for yourself, learn how to say no, learn how to be a little bit selfish. It's not a bad thing sometimes. Just think about it.